Hello, everybody, and happy Saturday. We are so excited to be bringing back Saturday morning calls. I was saying before we hit record, I am most alive in the morning because I have 3 kids. So by the end of the day, I feel like I'm not giving you all what you deserve. So mornings are amazing. Look at that, Jolene's here. I'm just going to be letting people in. Don't mind me with my squirrel brain as I'm like focusing on you. The reason that we called this call how to make an extra $200 to $500 a month and not how to build a business is because we didn't want to make a call that was just for people who were wanting to build a business. We understand right now that there are people who maybe are not ready to build a business. Maybe they have a job that they really like, but they're just looking to bring in an extra couple $100 a month. And what's really cool about this business is that whether you're looking to make $200 a month, $500 a month, or whether you want to take this thing all the way to the top, the steps are the same. So really, it gets to be whatever you want it to be. And before we get into that, I'm just going to introduce myself quickly for anybody who is on this call who's like, I have no idea who this girl is or why she's telling me how to make money. So a little bit of my backstory, super quick, is I got started with Young Living, oh my gosh, 6 years ago. And I got started for my health. I did not want anything to do with network marketing. I wanted nothing to do with MLMs. I think it was like friends forever, MLMs never was the vibe I gave Lisa Blackstock. And luckily, she was very, very patient with me, even with me getting started. It took me 7 months to say yes to that bundle. But she was always like, when you're ready, when you're ready. And so, of course, when I was ready, guess where I signed up? I signed up with somebody who made me feel safe and who didn't ever pressure me or force me because I don't vibe like that. So I said yes. And wouldn't you know it, that night I got that bundle home and I slept better than I had slept in a really long time. And then my digestion started to improve. And I'm just going to hit mute on a couple. Sorry. And then my digestion started to improve, and then my skin started to clear up, which was something I struggled with since I was like 12 years old and had tried everything. I didn't even get the bundle to help with that, but that was just a beautiful side effect, enough that I was like, maybe I'll give one of those classes that my friend's been inviting me to like a go, because I kind of do want to learn more about this. Like, these are these little wins I'm having. What else can I do with this bundle? And I was just very curious. And so I went to a class, and that's where I fell in love with the community. I loved the conversations there. It felt like for the first time, I wasn't alone in my health struggles. There were other people openly sharing and sharing, not from a place of like a victim mentality, but things that were working for them and ways that they were feeling better. And I was like hopeful and excited, and it felt expansive. And I was still like, I don't want to build a business, even though I love the products. I loved the people. I loved everything happening. It felt so good. And then I couldn't get the day off for my daughter's first day of school. And that was a game changer for me at work. I had been working at a job, treating it like it was my very own business, showing up weekends, evenings, Mother's Day, New Year's Eve, like all the time managing this restaurant. And then when I needed a day off for something really important in my life, I was met with a no. And so I was like, why am I giving everything to a place that doesn't care about me at the end of the day, when I could be giving my all into something that, like, what I put in is what I get back. And I love the products and I love the people. So that is the day I decided that I was going to do this. And I asked my girlfriend if she actually made money at this. And she said she showed me her paycheck, which was just over $3,000 a month as a silver leader. And I thought, if I could make $3,000 a month and be home with my babies, that would be everything. That would be it. And so we ran full speed ahead for silver, and we crushed that. And that opened my eyes to seeing more. And so I decided I'm like all in, committed to this. We hit gold and then platinum. And we actually built a 6-figure business out of Canoe. And I know that those numbers might scare somebody who is like just here to make $200, but I'm just saying that you can really make this whatever you want it to be. And the steps that we're going to share with you today are how we grew to that rank. And if I can do it, you can do it. I'm going to pass it over to Tamara for her to share her story quickly, and then we'll get into the how.
Okay, first I'll unmute myself. There we go. So I am Tamara Jansen, and I enrolled with Young Living December of 17. And then in January of 18, I went to an event. Um, in the beginning, I was very skeptical. I had never used essential oils. Gloria was, as Lisa was persistent with Gloria, Gloria was lovingly persistent with me after about 18 months of watching what she was doing, asking questions, and sometimes asking questions, getting answers, and then being like, I hope she doesn't see me. I'm going to hide from her. Um, because I wasn't ready yet. But we got to a place where we were looking for better alternatives in our home, better products to use. And it just made sense to go to this friend that I trusted that was talking about all these amazing things that were happening with her health. I was watching her travel, like it looked like she was having the most fun ever. And so I decided to try. And then when I went to that event, there was some really impactful speakers that spoke on the toxins that people use in their homes that we kind of assume are safe, and greenwashing and stuff like that. And that was all pretty relatively new information for me. Not new information because that information has been out there for many, many years. But for me, it was like it was the first time I heard it, even though, I mean, even Gloria had been talking about it for a long time. So, but at that event, I heard it. I really heard it for the first time, what was in those products, and that there is this like easy button for safe alternatives. And then also it was pretty cool being around all of those people. Disclosure, full disclosure, I would have smelled like every laundry product on the shelf when I showed up at that first. I'm sure that there were like OG Young Living people there that were like, oh my word, what is that smell? It was me. It was totally me. I used to use all of those fragrances, and like seriously, I would have been like a big fragrance bomb in that room, but I was unaware. Um, and then also that day, a speaker spoke about the opportunity and the amount of homes that she had been able to influence through saying yes to this business model and just sharing with people that she loved about these safer alternatives. And she had grown a massive team. She showed an income disclosure statement, which I'm sure we can post in this event afterwards, just so people get a kind of idea around that. And I went there going, I don't want to hear about this business. Like I had my walls up 100% network marketing. I didn't really know. It was an uninformed opinion that I had, but an opinion nonetheless. And I left there that day being like, what if I could impact just the people in my immediate network? What if because that's really what this is, network marketing, right? You're dealing with your network and then the network of the people who choose to join you. So it was like, what if I can affect my friends and my family and get these things out of their homes? Like what a purposeful impact that feels like. And so I left that day being like, I don't have anything to lose by sharing this, so I'm going to go all in.
Amazing, amazing. And I just love that. I can't even imagine if I would have just been like, oh, she said no one time, let me just never talk to her again about it, right? Right? Patience, you
Or
guys.
said no like 6 times. Because that's real, right? Like
Yeah,
it can
absolutely.
take people a lot of no's before they're like, maybe it's worth a shot.
Yes, exactly. Okay, we're going to get into the how, and hopefully you've been listening to our stories and you've picked up a little bit of golden nuggets just from hearing our stories. And maybe they're not so different from your stories. Maybe you're starting off a skeptic. It took an event for her to say yes to this business, because sometimes people don't hear it from the people closest to them, right? Sometimes it takes hearing it from a third party to go, maybe there is something here. And so events change lives is, write that down. But if you're here just to make a couple hundred, really, let's just get down to the nitty gritty, the basics, the how. Are you ready? Because it's really not that hard. You share a bundle on Essential Rewards. That's it, you guys. Okay, call's done. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, Young Living has such a powerful compensation plan. We're not going to go into all the compensation plan details. That is in your office. They have a full compensation training you can go through that I highly recommend if this is something you want to do, just going through and learning. But what you need to know is that every time you share one of these beautiful bundles, which I have some oils missing out of because my kids needed them this morning, just shows how much we use them. You share this beautiful bundle, and Young Living is going to give you $97 Canadian. $97 Canadian. And so, how do you share that? Well, I'm not going to tell you exactly how to share that, but there are many, many ways. Some people love doing it online, and that is how they rock it. Some people are like one-on-one, love just being one-on-one. I love sitting with like a group of people and sharing about this bundle and all the benefits that it has and talking to many people, because then you can leverage your hour. Instead of talking to one person, now you're talking to 6 people. So it's like 6 hours worth of work in 1 hour. If you're really good at online, that's like talking to a lot of people in 1 hour. So it just depends on like where you want to take it. Some people, they have their diffuser going at work and somebody's like, what's that amazing smell? I want that in my life. Maybe you have a barbecue and your diffuser's going when someone comes over and they're like, your bathroom smells amazing. What is that? I want that in my life. There are so many ways. And I think what people need to understand is it doesn't have to be icky, because we naturally share things that we love all of the time. I don't know about you, but if I eat somewhere amazing, I'm going to tell my friends, this place is out of this world. Like, you need to go and order the pasta from this place, because literally, like, my mouth is watering thinking of it. And like, everybody needs to experience this. And my friends are like, oh my gosh, like, let me get a reservation, let me go. Or a really good movie. Or before I even hit record on this today, I was recommending a book that has been changing my life. Because when something's amazing, I hope you tell your friends. Don't keep that to yourself. And so that really is the basics of it. And so the main thing, if you want to keep the main thing, how many people are you offering the product and opportunity to on the daily? That is the main thing. Everything else is just noise. That's the main thing. And that really, like, I can't make it any more simple than that. But we are going to talk about the 2 factor. I'm going to pass that over to Tamara, and she's going to talk about the 2, because we can even simplify this in a whole other way, I think.
So the 2, first of all, if you are sharing 2 starter bundles on Essential Rewards, there's your $200. That's $200 in extra income the next month, guaranteed, like right away. There's no like waiting. There's no having to know everything. Like, oh my gosh, I have this thing that, might help you make your house smell really amazing, help you sleep, help your skin, make you feel like $1,000,000. Like, I'm awake in the morning. It helps like repel ants, like peppermint for ants. I'm just saying, it's that time of year and my house is like, oh my goodness, with the ants. So like all these little things that it's so easy to talk about. It doesn't have to be this like Gloria said, this like icky thing. You're just sharing the wins that you're having and what you love with 2 people, and then showing them how to each share with 2 people. So here's the thing. Everybody has 2 people. They're somebody that they have credibility with. It can be their mom, their sister, their brother, their sister-in-law, their cousin, their aunt, their coworker, their therapist, their cleaning lady. Like, the list literally of people that are in your life on a monthly basis, even if they're like a healthcare practitioner that you only see once a month, it's still somebody that you have interaction with, that you can talk about how amazing this has been and how you think it could benefit them. Because the reality is, people talk all the time about what they need. My back hurts. I don't have enough money for that thing I want to do. Whatever it is, I get headaches all the time. My kids won't sleep. Whatever it is, people are constantly telling us that they need these products that we have. So sharing with 2 people that are having a problem sleeping or having headaches or whatever, that's not like running out there and you have to build this huge team and everything. It's simply sharing something that you love with 2 people that are commonly influenced by your decisions, right? Like if you have a friend and everything you recommend, she runs out and buys, this is a perfect person to talk about this because you have that credibility. They believe you when you recommend a product, right? And so everybody's got to. And sometimes the first person that signs up with you is they just want to support you. They don't even really know about the product. They're just doing this like as a favor or whatever. And then they fall in love with the product. And if you show them how to also share authentically like that with two of their people that want to support them, and that same, I tell you what, the 2x2 geometric progression in network marketing, I should just always have his book on hand. I have it somewhere, The 4-Year Career by Richard Blissbrook, but he actually gives you the geometric progression of 2 that help 2 that help 2, 3 that help 3 that help 3, and so on through that model. But even at 2 that help 2 that help 2, the progression of that is a pretty wide team pretty quickly, right? And not only that, but you're making that little bit of extra money, and so are they, right? This is not like you make all the money. No. You show your mom how to share with her 2 book club friends. Now she's making that extra $200 a month as well. So that 2 and reach 2 and teach 2, that is like going to be absolute magic in this business for anybody.
Yes, amen. And let me just say, as somebody who grew this business hot and fast, okay, it was crazy. We were giving it everything. And then I hit this limiting belief when we were coming up to this next bigger rank. And do you know what has shaken me out of that funk? Is focusing on 2. And wouldn't you know it, last month I got 2. And this month I've had a reactivation and I'm working on a second. Because now my focus isn't this big scary leap. It's just 2. It's just 2, baby. And then you're going to love on those people that enroll with you. The beautiful thing about network marketing is that when you go into a store and you buy something and you leave, you're on your own. There's no more support. Here, the beautiful thing is when you buy this, you have support. You have places to go and ask questions. And if you're confused, like there's all these people, which is going to bring me into this next topic, which is leveraging the groups. But you have that support. So when you enroll somebody, when they say yes to you, I mean, this bundle is worth almost $400, but they've invested $199 to sign up with you, and they could sign up with anybody. And whether you're doing this as a business or as a hobby, love on the person who said yes to you, and make sure that you have a coffee with them after they sign up. What I love to do, because my signups haven't been in person, is we hop on a Zoom and I share my screen. I show them exactly how to order, exactly how to use their essential rewards, exactly how to search the groups. There is no questions that they have my support. By the time they are done on the call with me, I say, you've invested this money. When I say I've got you, I've got you. You're never bothering me. You're never bothering me. And my people know to come to me. And my girl that I just signed up just made a 300 PV order in her second month because she feels supported and seen and heard and valued. And so we're only salesy and icky if you sell someone something and then you're like, hey, figure it out on your own. I'm not here for you anymore. That's what gives network marketing kind of an icky name. Like, let's change the name of network marketing. Let's change it so that people think it's like, which it is. It's amazing. And it can help people out of tough situations. Like right now, an extra $200 to $500 is life-changing. I think I've already said that, but that's okay. So leveraging the groups that are already in place. I know sometimes people want to come in and start their own group, and I get it. I totally get it. You're like, these are my people, and I want to, like, yeah. And you can love on your people, and those are your people. But when you plug them into the bigger groups, you're going to get way more testimonies. You're going to get way more people welcoming, cheering. When you welcome someone else's member that comes in, now they're going to welcome your new member. What you give is what you get back. If you want your people to feel that excitement and encouragement, like, give that to other people. So leveraging those groups that are at your disposal there. And if people aren't ready to buy, sign them up with a free account if that's what they want, and plug them into these groups so that they can get that free education. And now you have them in your downline for a year to learn from you. I'm going to pass it over to Tamara now. Tracy.
So one of the things that I want to talk about like that is one of those great things about the groups is you get that third party validation. But another really important thing when we share that I want to talk about quickly is when you recommend a dish at a restaurant and your friend goes to the restaurant and they're like, I mean, that thing she recommends looks really good, but I'm going to try this instead. We don't blow a gasket and be like, oh my gosh, she didn't try the thing I told her to try. Or if we recommend a movie to a friend and they don't want it, they don't want to go see it, we're not like, oh my gosh, I'm such a failure because my friend doesn't want to go and see this movie. But we attach this, like, we have this attachment to when we recommend these products that have done so much, and we see it for other people often before they see it for themselves. We see how this can benefit people, which is why we share with them, right? But we sometimes have this attachment that gives almost a desperation to your sharing. And I am 100% speaking from experience because I've done it. I've been that icky MLM girl that was like, you need this, yeah, anyhow. It's easy to have that attachment and to let go of that attachment and be like, I know how incredible this could be for that person. So when it's right for that, like if Gloria had been pushy and yucky with me, I probably would have put the wall up completely, unfollowed her on social media, and just been like, I'm done. Like, leave me alone, you stalker person. But it wasn't ever like that. It always came from a place of like, I think this would be really amazing for you, Tamara. Like, oh, I see that you had a headache. We have something for that. And those little, and no attachment, because after 18 months of inviting and being rejected, she still was there when I was finally ready and was like, okay, let's do this. So having no attachment to that. And then those people that do choose to get on this journey with you, it is 100% your job to guide them as much as they want to be guided. It doesn't mean jamming education and resources down their throat. It's offering, are you looking for any more information? Can I help you with anything? Is there anything in your VO you don't understand? Are you looking for something for a specific reason? All of those kinds of things, and following up with them so that we aren't just doing that, like, here's your starter bundle and peace out. Now you have to just figure it out on your own. By following up with them and loving on those people, you create raving fans, because they don't just get the starter kit, it sits in a closet or whatever, they might diffuse a couple times and then never even realize all the amazing things that it can also do besides that kind of one piece that they came looking for in the first place.
Oh my gosh, yes. I just love everything you just said, without attachment. I think when we put, like, people are smart. They can feel when you're coming from desperation and need, and they can feel when you're coming to be of service. I know that I can, because I have people message me on the daily in my Instagram. They're like, boy, do I have an opportunity for you. And I'm like, boy, did you not even do your research on me? Because you're offering me something that does not align with my morals, my values, or anything. Like, they didn't even bother to like read a single post. You know what I mean? I'm like, I can feel that's not authentic. People are smart. And so if you help enough people get what they want, you'll get what you want. But I promise you that comes from serving people. That is how you attain your goals, is from offering massive value. And at the end of the day, that's what sales is. It's exchanging value, right? I've said this before, I'll say it again. I have given away free starter bundles thinking it would change someone's lives, and it did not, because they didn't invest in it. They did not view it the same as somebody who made an investment into their health. It just is weird. It's a thing. There's this exchange when it comes to money. So if you have that weird thing about sales, just remove that and show up and offer massive value. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to say when it comes to this, I think a really big thing that I have been realizing lately is that there is a difference between wanting something and being committed to something. Okay. So I think a lot of times people come into this and they're like, yeah, I want an extra $500 a month. That sounds great. And so they think if they put up a post, I want it. If people now all of a sudden come running to my door wanting what I'm offering, then I want it. Right. But like, there's a different way you show up when you're committed to bringing in an extra $500 a month. And so depending on wherever you want to fall in this business, whether you want 200 or whether you want to take this thing to the top, really be committed to making that change, and you'll be amazed at the doors that will start to open. Because I can tell you, as someone who lives in a very small town, who none of my warm market, my network said yes to me. Nobody did, but I was committed. And so luckily a girl at my work got a stomach ache and I had the starter bundle on me. Okay. And she said yes to coming to a class. And I love what Tamara said, matching where they're at, not fire hosing people. She had a stomach ache. I offered something that may help. I didn't say use this. I offered something that may help. She said yes, it worked. I said, would you like to come to a class? I didn't fire hose her. She came. I always met her where she was at, asking her what she wanted to learn, what she was ready for. Because I don't know if you guys have ever been there. When you start fire hosing somebody, they back away slowly and the wall goes up. So no fire hosing, and be committed, because we want to change lives. And yes, toxin-free products are a huge step in that, but financial health is so important to our overall health and well-being, you guys. I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been in a place where we didn't have, and the arguments and the stress and the worry and the weight and the pit in your stomach, all of those things lead to health issues. Yeah. And so having that extra coming in, the weight that gets lifted off, this is a way that you can start to really improve your health, is by that financial freedom that can come from this bundle of goodness. And you get to share something that changes lives in the meantime. You get to make an impact and make an income, which I just think is just the best thing ever. If you're wanting more information, definitely reach out to whoever sent you this call, and we can dig a little deeper with you for sure. But this is the nitty gritty of it. We are going to talk about essential rewards before we let you go, because I know we said starter bundle on ER, but maybe you're not even in this yet, and you're just like got this link sent to you and you're like, well, what the heck does that mean? I'm going to let Tamara explain that so beautifully, because she is the points collector of all the things. She's the girl that is getting the free drink at Starbucks. She's the girl that is not letting her points go to waste. So let's let her go.
It's true. I love free stuff. Who doesn't love free stuff? Right? Like it makes sense. So when I go out and I buy products that we use in my household, if I'm like using my Visa, I think I get like 1 or 2% maybe. We have a business Costco card where we get, I don't even know what it is. It doesn't amount to much by the end of the year. Air miles, you have to save up for about 2 years to get a tank of gas. So there are some things that really they save up faster. Essential Rewards is one of the best, it probably is the best loyalty program that I've ever been part of. So even if someone isn't ordering monthly, when they are on Essential Rewards, they are still staying at a 10% discount across the board. Okay, so they're always getting, or not a 10% discount, sorry, a 24% discount off retail, and they're getting 10% back in points on everything they buy. Even if they are only ordering every 6 months, they can maintain that 10%. The beauty of Essential Rewards is when they order consistently, those rewards, those points stack. So month 1 through 3, you get 10% of your purchases back, but after that, you get 20% of your purchases back. There are no other loyalty reward cards that I use that give me 20% back over and over and over. They might do a one-time 20% back, like you get like a big bonus offer or something, and they might do it. But this is like every month when we order products we're using in our house anyhow, cleaners, toothpaste, hand soap, like we're not talking extra products. We're talking the things you're already using. You're getting 20% back. And after 2 years, it goes to 25% back. You guys, getting 25% back on the things that you have to purchase for your home, and no matter what, it doesn't make sense, especially in the economy we're in now, to not get the absolute best value for your money. So not only are you getting these points that you can cash in to buy more of those things that you need in your home anyhow, but maybe you want to splurge a little and use them that way. Yeah, so, but you're also getting on top of that free products, right? Like when you're on Essential Rewards, you know, if you're ordering consistently, you're getting free oils and facial products and household like all kinds of things in addition to that 10, 20, or 25% back. So there's nobody else that's doing that. Like there are no other reward programs that are doing that. So the beauty of it is it doesn't cost you anything to join. You can stop anytime. It's actually right in your VO. You don't even have to like call and talk to a retention department like so many other things. If you decide it's not for you, you can just turn it off. But you can also just, you know, push an order forward. If that's what works for you in your financial circumstance, then that's also there. But always on Essential Rewards, you're getting 10% back. Always. And you're always eligible for those extra rewards. And just one more thing, when Gloria said about like being in service to others and meeting people where they're at, a Crossline showed a sign a couple of months ago, and it said, "Who hurts if I don't help?" So if you consider what we have and the testimonials that we have heard from people who use Young Living products for decades, right? We're at almost the 3-decade mark. When you consider what you hear about that, what you hear about the community, what you hear about the financial opportunity, when you consider all of those things, someone out there is hurting, waiting for someone to come along with something that will help them. So when you hide, when you don't share, there's somebody out there that's waiting for you to come along that is just in pain and hurting and waiting for something to come along, and you might be that thing. So share.
Wow, amazing. I know as someone who struggled for 9 years with chronic pain, chronic hospital visits, chronic doctor's appointments, to thriving, I'm sure grateful that somebody shared with me and didn't give up. And then the business was just this extra blessing in our lives. And I'm grateful every day that it was shared with me. And that's why I'm still here sharing, because these products are like no one else's. This company is like no one else's. And I cannot wait. We are about to go to a farm. Young Living has its own farms. We're about to go to one in a couple months and drink some lavender slushies in the lavender field. So hopefully this has encouraged you to get out of your own way, share with a friend, and go change some lives, even if it's one or two, or if it's bigger than that, whatever it is. If you can help one, help one. Beautiful. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Thank you so much for spending it with us. We appreciate your time so much. And we'll be here next week. Same time, same place. Well, I'll be here next week. Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you.